everyone, welcome back to your Pilates class. So today we're going to be focused on building up your strength, and I've just got a few bits of equipment that we're going to be using today. We're going to be using one dumbbell or one weight. So I've got a 3 kilograms dumbbell, or you can totally use some baked bean tins or a water bottle, whatever you can find around the house. I'm also going to be using a resistance band. So this is an essentially. So you're just going to place your resistance band either above your knees or below your knees if you've got kind of a latexy one. But again, if you haven't got one, don't worry at all. So to start, we're going to go for your warm-up. So we're going to be using the bands to begin with. So placing the band just above the knee for me. So we've got a sequence of 3 exercises, and we're going to go for 30 seconds on each and 3 rounds, okay? So we're getting the legs nice and warm. So we're going to start off with some crab walks. So for this one, you want to start at an end of the mat. Doesn't matter which end, or up and down your lounge, wherever you may be, or your garden. Fingertips touching lightly in front of your chest, sinking down for me. Let's go for some crab walks all the way up to the end of your mat. So you want to stay nice and low and really press your knees apart. So we're going for 4 lengths in total here. Keep it nice and low, tummy's drawn in, your chest is lifted. Keep it going to the end, and we're heading back. Perfect. And as soon as you get to the end, we're going to keep it here. We're going to stay low, pulse for 20. Nice and good. Here we go. Just getting those legs warm. Perfect. 10 more here. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up to standing. We've got another round of those pulses. So 3 rounds of these little pulses in total. Are you ready? Let's come down again. So always make sure your band is pressed, your knees, pressed over your toes. Keep it nice and low, guys, nearly there. Amazing. Last 10. Really start to feel it in the legs now. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift all the way back up to standing. 1 more round of those, and then we've just got a static hold for 30 seconds. Okay, are you ready? Here we go, coming down nice and low, pulse. So you're firing up the legs, the glutes. Whew. So you can totally do this one without a band. If you don't have one, it's absolutely fine. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. We just got a 30-second static hold to go for this round 1, okay? Give the legs a little bit of wiggle to release them out. Here we go. So nice and low. Static hold here. Again, keep that tummy drawn in. Keeping the knees pressed out. You've got quite a tight band. You might find the knees start to creep in, but make sure they remain over those toes. Halfway, guys. Last 10. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back up. Give the legs a little shake out. We're going to go in for round 2. So we're going to start with those crab walks, okay? So you want to get a fairly, well, depending on your resistance band, fairly wide-ish stance. Toes out towards the corners of the room. So fingertips like touching in front of your chest, sinking down. Let's go for your 4 lengths again. So if you haven't got a resistance band, guys, I want you to go really, really low and keep the steps nice and big. Just think, the bigger the step, the better. The quicker you get there as well. Lovely, guys. Take it nice and steady. Heading to the end. Beautiful, and back. Perfect. And let's keep it here, your first round of those 20 little pulses. Let's go for it. You can make them nice and fast. Get them out of the way. Nearly there. Whew. All right, 10 more. Oh, the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift all the way up. Very quick rest. Feeling that one. Are you ready for your second round? Here we go. Sinking down. Pulsing for 20 here. Whew. Mind over matter. Keep your back straight. Chest is tall. 10 more. Keep that tummy drawn in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift all the way up. Little rest. One more round of those. Let's go straight in, get them out of the way, sinking down nice and low, mini pulses. Woo. If you're feeling the burn, the magic is happening, I promise, okay? Just shows that you're really working your muscles nice and hard. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. Okay, static hold. Here we go, all together. Let's sink down. Holding here. This should feel quite nice after what we've just done. Again, keep that core nice and drawn in. Can we sink any lower? Halfway. You're nearly there, guys. You can do it. So again, if you haven't got a resistance band, we're going to go super low for me. Just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it all the way back up. Amazing. Get the legs a shake out. We're going in for our last round in this leg warm-up. Okay, guys, are we ready? We can do this together. All right, so legs as wide as you can get them, toes out. Remember, knees pressing over toes, fingertips in front. Let's go for those crab walks, those 4 lengths. Amazing. Heading back. Keep it nice and low in the knees, pressing those knees apart. Woo. You can do it, guys. Nearly there. Yes. Amazing. One more up and down. Big steps. Heading back up. All right, let's have a little rest. Standing. Okay, first round of pulses. Let's go. Keep it here, nice and strong, guys. Final little round of these. Whew. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, squeeze those glutes. Let's go for 2 more rounds of these. Little wiggle. Down again. Let's get it done. Little pulses. Getting that heart rate up. You can do it. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, squeeze those glutes. One more round of these, and then that hold. All right, are we ready? Coming down again, pulsing out. Last bit of pulses, guys. You can do it. Oh, 10 more. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, squeeze. Okay, we've just got a 30-second hold, and you can be released from your bands, okay? If you've got one, if you haven't got one, you're all good. Let's come down, 30-second hold. Last bit. Keeping that chest up, tummy drawn in. Let's sink a little bit lower for me. Halfway. Any lower. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back up. Amazing. Give those legs a serious shake out. Release your band there. Pre-warning, it's going to come back a little bit later in the class, so keep it fairly nearish by if you've got one. Okay, so we're going to start now at the end of your mat. Let's go for a nice gentle roll down. So tummy's drawn in, shoulders back and down. Let's take an inhale breath. We're going to drop your chin forwards. Exhaling, fingertips leading away. Down to the toes. Option to either have your fingertips lightly tucked under your toes or behind your ankles, whether feels more comfortable. And see how close to your knees you can bring your head. Option to have a slight bend of the knee if you've got really tight hamstrings. Just gonna hold it here, take a nice big inhale breath. Exhale, relaxing your head down any further. And then walking your hands out to a plank position. So hands directly to shoulders. Nice straight line, head to your feet. We're just going to raise up your right leg. We're going to point your toe, flex your foot, and slowly bring that toe down. Left leg extends, toe pointed, flexing the foot, and slowly lower. Let's go for 2 more on each side. So lift up, point, flex, and lower. To the left, lift up, point, flex, lower. Beautiful, guys. One more time. Trying to keep the hips nice and low, okay? So not in your downward dog and not sagging too low. It's that middle ground you want. So right leg point, flex, lower. Final side, up, point, flex, lower. Amazing. Let's raise your hips up to the sky now into your downward facing dog. It's a nice triangle shape between your body and the floor. So here, just really pressing your head between the arms and pressing your armpits down to the ground. Let's bend that right knee, press your left heel down. Then bend your left knee, press that right heel down. Gently alternate from side to side, really feeling that lengthening stretch through those calves. So take your time with this one, making sure you've got a big enough gap between your heel and your floor. Really make the most of it. Amazing, guys. Both heels press down for me now. Let's slowly walk the hands back in and then placing your hands again behind the back of the ankles or underneath the toes. Let's try to lower your head down to the knees. Dialing up that floppy ragdoll imagery, chin to chest, floating your body back up. Guys, take your time. No need to rush. Peel back up all the way. Amazing. All right. Little reset of your body again. So tummy's drawn in, shoulders back and down. Inhaling, dropping that chin forwards. Exhale, fingertips lead the way. Once again. Amazing, guys. We're then just going to come on your all fours for me. So we're going to have your hands directly the shoulders. Nice straight line, head to feet. Drawing, head to feet, head to bum. Drawing in your tummy. So here, guys, we're going to go for a Pilates version of a push-up. So working on a little bit of upper body strength, but core strength as well. So you want to be in your tabletop back. So you essentially don't want your lower back arching or anything. Draw that tummy in. So a nice straight line from your head to your bum. So now what we're going to do is we are going to place your knees a tiny bit further away. Hands a bit wider. Slightly bring the hips down. So we're going to aim for the chest to go in between the hands. So we've got 3 counts down, 1 count up, okay? So here we go. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 1 count back up. And again for me. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 1 count back up. And again. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 1 count back up. Last 2 here. Inhale. Exhale, final 1. So you're really aiming for the chest to go in between the hands rather than the head. So really shifting that body weight forwards. Perfect. Now guys, we're going to bring the hands a little bit narrower now. We're going to go for some tricep push-ups. So these are the ones where your elbows are literally kind of brushing your chest rather than elbows going out. So same format, counts and the breathing. So lower the hips down. This time your elbows are literally brushing your chest. So slightly smaller muscle group this one, so you want to go down a little bit less. Lovely. Keep that tummy nice and drawn in. So inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lift, and again. Just keep it here. Let's do 3 more. Oh, last 2. Final 1. Amazing. Okay, let's do a little child's pose, release, stretch. Nice big gap in between the legs. Just lengthen your arms as far forward as you can, reaching through the fingertips. Perfect. We're gently going to walk the hands back in. Okay, so we're going to be retrieving your weights now. Perfect. So just a couple of exercises with these ones. So we're going to start with a traditional roll down. Perfect, guys. So first of all, the legs are out in front of you. We're going to bring your weight into your hands and see if you can reach your arms forward. So your shoulders are relaxed here, making sure you've got enough space to roll down behind you. Shoulders relaxed. So to begin, we're going to inhale, we're going to tilt your pelvis backwards and slowly begin to trickle your spine all the way down. The key is to take it slow, using your core to control the movement and bring your arms up and over your head. Okay, so we're going to aim to come back to seated. Anyone who's struggling with this one, bring your knees to a bent position and see if you can lift your weight up to the top of the knees. Pause there and slowly trickle down, okay? But if you're feeling confident coming up to seated, you can totally go with that option. So inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, peel up the head. So you can lift your body up, arms up and over, toes lifted to the sky. You're going to go a forward fold sweep. So fingertips coming down. Please don't bash your shins with your weight. Either bring it resting here, relax your head down. I'm going to go down again. So shoulders relax here, tucking that chin under. Super slow. Unraveling all the way down. Lifting your arms over and above your head. Guys, if you're going to do the knee option, exactly the same. You just come up, bring the weight top of the knees, have your pause, and slowly unravel down that way, okay? Let's go for a few more rounds here. So the legs straight, inhale, raising your arms. Exhaling, peeling up the head, toes lifted up the sky. Going for that forward fold sweep. Amazing. So on the way down, if you're happy with the leg straight option, you can make it harder by bringing your arms above your head. Still getting that nice C shape of your spine. Just adds in that little bit of an extra challenge, extra bit of body weight for your core to control. Take it nice and slowly. Arms reaching up and over. Let's go 2 more rounds, guys. Stay at whatever level you feel comfortable. Exhale, lift, reach, toes up, forward fold. So you've got to really work your arms by not hitting yourself in the legs. Your arms above, chin tucked under, slowly heading down. So one vertebra after the next is touching that mat. Amazing, guys. Final one here. Inhale, raise arms up. Exhale, peel, lift the body up. Reaching up nice and tall, forward fold. Or guys, stay at your bent knee option if you prefer. Perfect. Either arms with shoulders, slightly above your head, chin tucked under, super slow. Perfect. Lovely, guys. All right. So everyone is lying on your back for me, keeping your weight in your hands. We're going to do some single leg roll-ups next. So making sure your weight is nice and secure within your hands, arms and over your head. We're going to lift your right leg off the ground for this one. So inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, peel up the head. Now lift your right leg off the ground and see if you can touch your thigh with the weight or come a little bit higher and holding that shin. And then bring your arm up so it's parallel with the leg and see if you can trickle that leg down as your arms go up and over at the same kind of pace. So really using your core strength to control the movement. So inhale, raise the arms. Let's go left leg this time. So exhale, peeling up. Again, bringing the weight to your thigh or shin, little pause. Then you go to kind of a parallel arm and leg and slowly unraveling down. The slower the better with this one. Really working on that core. Let's go for 2 more on each side. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, lift. Bring the weight up to that shin, pause. And then super slow, unraveling down. Reaching the arms up and over. Final side. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, peel up, squeeze that tummy, lift up. And then bring the arm to parallel. Remember, the leg is coming down, same pace as the arms, all the way up and over. And as soon as your arms touch the floor, really safely release that weight and just bring your knees into your chest there. A little release out. Just releasing out through that lower back. So nice gentle rocks from one side to the other side. Just crossing your feet over, arms on the outside of the knees. Do a very gentle roll up to seated. And just grab a little bit of water there, guys, if you need some. Keep hydrated. Brilliant. Okay. So, not using any equipment for the next one. Unless actually you've got a little cushion or a ball nearby, you can sit on one of these for this one. But totally personal preference, you don't have to. Because I always find it sits up and makes you sit up a little bit higher in your posture. So we're going to start off with your legs crossed. This one's called the spine twist, which is a great one for strengthening your back, particularly if anyone is maybe got a stiff back recently or is still working from home, maybe sat at a desk quite a bit. Okay, so I'm going to start with the legs crossed. Anyone who's uncomfortable with this position, you can totally have your legs out in front if that's a bit more comfortable, or out in front here. We're gonna bring your arms to a cross position as well. So fingertips are slightly touching on the forearms. So really twaddle your hips, tummy's drawn in. Take a nice inhale in the center. Exhale, we're gonna rotate your torso over to the right hand side, and your eye line follows your body round. And then we're gonna come back to center. Nice inhale in the middle. Exhale, floating round. Again, sleep as tall as you can out of those hips, feeling that stretch in your upper back. Back to center. And again, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Loosening up the upper back. Keep that core nice and strong. Back to center. We're going to mix up a bit. Let's bring the legs down in front. So we want legs to be about a right angle position. Toes lifted up to the sky as well. Going to bring your arms out to the side. So fingertips just start seeing the corners of your eyes. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Again, nice inhale in the middle. Exhale, rotating your torso round to the right. Again, just a little bit twisting your upper back. Have a pause there. And then return your body back to center. Nice inhale, breath. Exhale, rotating round. Sleep as tall as you can. Tummy is drawn in. Back to center. Lovely, guys. Keep it here. Inhale. Exhale. Amazing. So you should feel a lovely little stretch all the way through your back. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. So we're going to add in some little pulses now of the arms. So back to center just as you were. Nice inhale in the middle. Exhale. We're going to go around. Let's do one pulse and come back a little bit, and then you go for your second pulse. You might better go slightly further round with that second pulse, really feeling that stretch through your back. Nice inhale. Exhale. 2 control pulses. Perfect. Oh no, our span's going away. Saved. Right, we've got 2 more on each side. Inhale. Exhale, 2 pulses. Back to center, inhaling. Exhaling. Right, let's go for one more round on each side. Back to center. This is where the arms, guys, get a little bit sloppy, a little bit low. Just keep it nice and strong. One more round. Exhale on that twist. 2 control pulses. Again, sit nice and tall out your hips. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, 2 pulses. Beautiful. And just bring the arms back. Just relax your arms there. Let's go for a few little shoulder rolls to release out. We're going to go into a mermaid stretch now, which is a great one for releasing out your hips and your spine and your core. So we're going to start off with your knees just over to the right hand side. Your supporting hand, your left hand, is going to be on the mat. So that's the hand closest to your feet, and your other arm is going to lengthen up to the sky and reach up and over. Sit up as tall as you can out of those hips. Anyone who feels uncomfortable with your knees in this position, you can totally have them in front. And exactly the same. Yeah? Perfect. As a little bit of an extra hip release with your knees in this position. Again, sit nice and tall, slightly bringing the ear to the shoulder. And big release of the arm away. Let's twizzle the knees around to the other side. Well, guys, if your legs are out in front, just change over the direction of the arms. So this time my feet are to the right, so that hand is on the ground. Left leg, left arm reaches up and over. Slightly bring the ear to the shoulder, sit nice and tall out of those hips. And a big release away. Beautiful, guys. So we're going to be coming into your resistance band for one last time. So we're going to go for an exercise now called the clam, which is going to be a brilliant one for, again, strength for your hips and your glutes and your thighs, just whole leg area. You're going to place your band for me, guys, if you have one, just above your knees, okay? So this is the same if you've got any rubbery ones or material ones, that's all good. So slide it on over. Again, if you don't have one, I promise you will still feel the lovely benefits of the exercise without. So we're going to be lying on your side. Head's just going to be resting in your hand. We're going to bring the knees in so they're almost kind of in line with your hips, hovering down, the feet are raised up. We're going to glue your heels and toes together. supporting hand is resting on your hip. We're just going to lift your top knee only up to the sky. So lift up, have a little pause. I'm going to come down for a 3, 2, 1. So lift up with some power, pause, control, and then down for 3, 2, 1. So every time you raise up that top leg, try and squeeze your glutes as much as you can and really control that resistance on the way down. So lift up, power, and slow. Guys, if you haven't got a resistance band, I recommend you get your knee really high, okay? Really go for it, challenge yourself. Amazing, keep that tummy nice and drawn in. So you're gonna work your core at the same time for this one. Keep them nice and activated. Lift up, power, and slow. Let's go 3 more here. Beautiful. And the next one, we're going to keep it up. We're going to pulse, so 15, okay? So lift up, mini pulses here. Keep it strong, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh, you really start to feel it now. Nearly there. Get the knee up really high. 5, 4, 3, 2, and a static hold really, really wide. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees together. Just bring the knees into your chest. Just give your bum, your glutes a little bit of a tap there. Release it out. Okay, I'm going to twizzle you around now. Let's go straight in. So you'll clam on the other side. So if you had your right leg on top last time, you definitely want your left leg on top this time. Just make sure to not do the same leg twice. That would not be fun. So we're going to bring the knees in. Just make sure your resistance band, if you're using one, is not slid down. Hover the knees down to the ground, the toes and the heels, toes and the heels, the feet are lifted up. All right, guys, keeping your bottom knee on the mat, okay? We're just going to raise your top knee up. Pause, power. And then down for 3, 2, 1. And again for me, lift up, control, pause. Down for 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Repeating it here. Slow and steady on that lower. Lift it up. Perfect. So 1 count on that lift. Bring your knee up as high as you can. Pause. Squeeze your glutes. So always, you can't think about a squeeze. Think about tensing your muscles. And slowly down. Let's go for 5 more. Oh, again, keeping that tummy drawn in. Nearly there. Let's go 3, 2. You know what's coming, guys. There's little pulses now. Keep the leg up. We're pulsing 15. Mini pulses here. Really firing the thighs up now and the glutes. You can do it. Keep the knees nice and wide. Tummy's drawn in. Last 10. Oh. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and static hold super wide. Go for it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs together. Bring the knees slightly further into your chest and release out your glutes there. That was amazing, guys. Well done. Perfect. Lovely. So I'm going to come up to seated now. Retrieving, releasing your band. Amazing. Okay. So we're going to go for an exercise now. It's called the thigh bend. So it's going to be working your legs, this lovely muscle at the top. So a little bit of an isolation one for that muscle group. So for this one, we're going to be on the knees. Going to bring your arms out in line with your shoulders. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Here, really squeezing your core and your glutes in. So this whole kind of area is totally solid. You don't want to go back with an arch back or anything. So from here, we're going to go for a little bit of a bend back. So you're bending through the thighs and then squeeze your glutes, lifting your body back up to center. And again, so essentially leaning back and then squeeze your glutes, returning your body back up to your start position. Okay, repeating it here. So inhale back, exhaling, squeezing those glutes, return. So very small, but very effective movement, okay? Keeping that tummy drawn in. Again, guys, every time you bring your body back up, squeeze the glutes. And you can, for this one, come back as far as you feel comfortable. you've got quite tight quad muscles, you might be able to only go back a little bit, so listen to your own body, depending on what else you guys have been up to. Let's go for 4 more. So squeeze, lift. 3, squeeze, return. The last 2. Let's aim a little bit more for range now. So how far can you go back? And squeeze. Final one here. Amazing, guys, brilliant. Okay, so bring the hands down. We're gonna go for a stretch through the front of the legs now. So just gonna lunge forward with your right leg for me. This one is a little bit wobbly, so I'm gonna show you a couple of different variations. So here, keeping your balance, can you lift up that back toe and see if you can bring that heel into your bum. So this is probably only comfortable if you've got a slightly squishy ground. You can totally grab a pillow to place it under this back knee if you need to. So lifting up that toe, bringing that heel into your bum. If anyone's feeling this is uncomfortable, another variation, guys, you can be on your tummy and just bring your heel into your bum that way. And just really press your hips and your pelvis down to the ground. It's a bit wobbly, this one, so take it steady. Amazing. Gently release that foot. Let's slide. Opposite knee in. Let's go for the same stretch on the other side. So lunging forward with the leg. Again, just leading into it slightly. Bend that back knee. Bring the heel into your bum. It's a lovely lengthening stretch for that quad. So after all those squats and pulses in the warm-up, this should feel like it's hitting the spot nicely. Amazing. And gently bring that hand down. All right, guys, perfect. So we've got one more exercise to go. We're going to give a little bit of a core challenge. We're going to go for a plank sequence. So this one, you can totally use a weight. So if anyone's feeling hardcore today, you can use a weight or you can use no equipment at all. I'll show you a couple of variations. So we're going to go for a plank hold, 30 seconds of each side and 30 seconds to standard in the center. Easiest option, you're going to be on your knees and on your forearm, and you're just going to lift up your hips this way, arm lengthened up to the sky. Your side plank traditional one, on the forearm again, feet are either stacked or place the top leg in front, and you can lift up your hips, and again, arm up to the sky. Or your level 3 option, you've got your weight in your hand, you're lifting up, catching your balance, and bring the weight, tuck it underneath your chest, and then lift back up to the sky, guys, okay? All right, so we're gonna go for that. I will not be using the weight, I am pregnant, so I won't be using this one. I will do the traditional middle level, okay? For any hardcore bunnies, totally grab hold of the weight you need to. All right, are you ready, guys? So your first 30 seconds, just making sure, so I've got my left leg on top, but just make sure you do both sides, that's all fine. All right, here we go, coming up in 3, 2, 1. So guys, picking whatever level option you want to go for. Tummy is drawn in. Remembering to breathe, just 30 seconds, okay? I promise it will go by quickly. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring it down. We're going to go for a traditional plank now, just on both forearms. A couple of options here. Slightly harder option is on the forearm, slightly easier option is on the hand. So totally you decide, guys, what level you want to go to. You don't need to have weights for this one, that's fine. All right, I'm going to do the option on my hands. So coming up, guys, 30 seconds is rolling. Squeeze that tummy in. Halfway. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees gently down. Okay, twizzle you around. Let's go. Last side now, guys. You pick your option. Remember, on the knees, easiest option. Feet stacked or with the weight, slight twist under and lengthen up. Okay, so you decide. I'm going to go for the stacked option. So here we go. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Lifting your body up. So here's a challenge of your core strength, core stability. Remembering to breathe. Take your mind somewhere else if you want to. Halfway. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring it down. Guys, that was amazing. Well done. We're going to go for a nice stretch out of the body. Do feel free to grab a quick sip of water. You need some before the stretch phase. Amazing, guys. Okay, first of all, your first stretch. We're going to be in an all fours position. We're going to start with your right hand. So you can reach your right arm up to the sky. Eye line follows those fingertips. But then with the right arm, I'm going to try and tuck it all the way through. And then almost bring your right shoulder, if you can, down to the ground. And then reach the arm all the way back through, up again. So up to the sky. And then tucking all the way under. Resting your shoulder on the ground. And reaching your arm up. Let's go 3 more. So it's coming up, lengthen. Amazing, guys. Last 2. Ooh. And the final one. Losing my t-shirt. Coming through. And lengthen all the way up. Amazing, guys. Other side, okay? So this time, your right hand is the one that stays on the ground. So left arm lengthens up to the sky. Bring that arm all the way through. Try to bring the shoulder down to the ground. And repeat it here. Nice big sweep up. Lengthening, coming through. Lifting that shoulder down. And stretch. Let's go 2 more here. And final one. Perfect. And lower that hand down gently. All right, guys. So we're now going to bring your hands slightly behind you. With your legs, so feet out just in front of you. We're going to relax both knees down to the right hand side. So you see how one of my top foot is almost resting on the knee. So leaning back, we're just going to go for a slight rotation of those knees from side to side. Really press your hips out. Gently rotate from side to side. Lovely one for mobilizing those hips. Perfect. And now so I'm over to my right hand side now. We're going to release your hands and have your hands out in front and just see if we do a slight lean down. So just kind of progressing from that position. Hold it here, take a nice inhale breath. Exhale, see if you relax your body down any further. Then reach your arms forward, let your legs rotate over to the side and exactly the same. Hands down in front and lower that chest down. Hold it here, take a nice inhale breath. Exhaling, relaxing down. Amazing, guys. We'll just do a few more rotations here. So hands down in front. Reach down, bring the chest, and hands sweep up, rotate round, and lower. So you might find you've got one side a little bit tighter than the other. That's totally normal. You've got one slightly tighter hip. Arms sweep up to the other side, and lower. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to be coming onto your knees now. Have your fingertips on either side of those knees, tucking your toes under, using your hands, supporting you, rolling back. We're extending your legs, fingertips close to the ground, placing your hands behind your ankles or tucking in your toes. You can see how close your knees can bring your head. Holding here, take that nice inhale. Exhale, relax your head down any further. And then dialing up that floppy ragdoll imagery, chin to chest. Slowly floating your body all the way back up. Beautiful, guys. Okay, we're going for a nice big full body stretch now. Take a nice big sweep of your arms all the way up and over. Interlinking the fingers, press them up and away. Nice big inhale in the middle. Exhale up and over to the right hand side. And back to center. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lengthening up and over. Back to center. Big release of your arms, spreading your fingers super wide. Releasing out through the shoulders here. So nice big shoulder rolls. Getting rid of any lingering tension. Let's go other way from the back to the front as well. Nice big range of movement. Perfect. And final release for your head and neck. Feel free to close your eyes if you like. Very gently dipping that right ear to your right shoulder. Dropping your chin to your chest. Left ear to your left shoulder. Letting your head relax all the way back, lifting up that chin. Right ear to the right shoulder. Dropping your chin forwards and gently heading back in the opposite direction, so to the right. Letting your head relax all the way back. To the left. Dropping your chin forwards and bringing your gaze back up to the front when you're ready. Lovely, guys. Bring your hands to prayer and namaste. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I really hope you enjoyed it and I look forward to seeing you all very soon.